Today we are gonna check out the firmware 25 for the Cygnus X-3. Hello everyone, I'm Andrea and welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna check out the firmware 25 from Fractal Audio Systems on the Cygnus X-3. Does it really sound better than before? Yes, I think it does. What changed from the previous firmware? Yeah, they improved preamp algorithms, power amp algorithms, output trafos, and yeah, basically a lot of these pages, preamp, power tubes, power supply, but to me, they changed how the amps react to the playing. That's what I really feel about this firmware, and yeah, there are a lot of cool features, but to me this is the most important one. I mean, it's hard to describe by words, but when I play an amp or a modeler, the first thing that I'm looking for is responsiveness, and the Fractal audio products are the ones that really give me that feeling when I'm playing. And I felt like it was unbeatable also back in the days with the AX8, but today, trying out the Cygnus X-3 is like, wow, I mean, it is like the feeling improved by thousands of points. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not also comparing to the real amps, I'm comparing on what I'm feeling when I play. I feel inspired when I play with the Fractal products. This is the thing that drives me, because I never had this feeling with other modelers or profilers or whatever. I mean, it's not about the amp, it's about the system. They improved this part of the tone that I really care for. And they put it in the Cygnus X-3, but also on the FM3. I mean, this is crazy, because they put a lot of the new features that I will talk about later into the FM3. So yeah, what also they put into the release? They put the kill drive features on the reverb block, delay block and pitch block. I always use parallel effects like in the studio, because I'm a sound engineer, so I always have my dry sound in the middle, and I always put effects in parallel and never in serial. So yeah, they like made the parallel way easier, adding the kill dry, because you can use the mix knob just to balance the reverb in the mix. And before you had to use like the mix set at full, like 100%, and using the level to manage the reverb level. But now you can do just the mix thing with the kill dry and it works perfectly. It's easier. The less time you spend into building rigs, the more time you spend into playing. That should be the focus. Yeah, so they improved filling, FX routing, and then they made also small improvements on single amps. You can see the full release note on the Fractal Audio forum. I'm gonna put the link on the description so you will see exactly what they did. To me, the best thing ever, they put my favorite amp on the FM3. They put the Brit 800 2203, which is my favorite amp ever. I'm gonna let you hear how it sounds, but yeah, I'm gonna do it on the XFX3, but it's the same on the FM3. I cannot update the FM3 right now because I'm doing some works, and yeah, do not upgrade your machine if you're working with them. So yeah, I'm just enjoying the firmware on the XFX3. Last but not least, they made the gapless feature, which is like, okay, on the XFX3 is wow, but on the FM3 is mind-blowing. Putting the gapless switching on the FM3, they made like jackpot, because I really love the FM3, but now I love it even more. You can switch amps without really feeling the gap in between the amps. Before, we were used to use the modifiers to have like a gapless switching, but what we really were doing was like changing parameters of the amplifiers in real time. Today, with a new firmware, we can switch the channel inside the amp block and having a completely gapless switch. I'll let you hear. This is amazing. Thank you, Cliff, and thank you to everybody who worked on this, because I mean, I'm happy. I don't know how to say it. I'm freaking happy. Yeah, let's play something. This is the 2203. HB Friedman V3. Plexi 2204. Yeah, the 2204 is a little bit more rounder and bassier. The Friedman HB is a little bit more compressed, but the star for me is the 2203 because it is bitey as hell, and it has also the fullness of the 2204 without being too much full, and it's less compressed than the HBE, so I mean, it's really the best amp for me. And for every amp that I'm using, I'm boosting with the same drive, and I'm also using the same cab, so yeah, it's something that you find inside the XFX3, so it's not crazy. I've not used custom IRs for this preset, so yeah, if you want it, just ask it. I'm gonna send it to you, but follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I will send you the preset. Talking about the solos, I'm using the GVM OD2 Red, because I mean, it's an amp that I have, and I love it. It was my first tube amp, and I still love it today. And yeah, I'm kind of Marshall guy, but you will see later, I'm also Mesa guy. On this preset, I'm using custom IRs. I have my own here, and if you want it, you know the drill. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and ask for the preset in the DM, and I will send it to you. I'm using the kill drive features on the reverb, on the multi-delay, and also on the pitch block. I'm detuning the delay, but also I'm putting in parallel. So it's like the old days, the dry, wet, dry system on the big racks. Yeah, I get it. Less talk, more playing. Yeah, as the name suggests, this is a preset made for the Torpedo of Soul solo, and yeah, you can also get it, you know how, pretty much at this point, but yeah, you know how to get it, so get the Torpedo of Balls. They've also updated the Recto models, and especially the Recto 1 model is based on a 2-channel rectifier, RevF, like the one I have behind me, and this model is the closest that I've ever had to my real Recto. I mean, I'm still talking about the feeling, not about the sound, because even from one amp to another, the sound will change because the tolerance of the components is a little bit on the higher side on the dual rectifiers, especially from the 90s. But feeling wise, this is really close, and I'm using it with my own IR. This is how it sounds. This sound inspires me like the real thing does. This is what I mean talking about the feeling of an amp. I can play all day long with this preset, and I'm not talking about the sound because it's really close, but the feeling is what I really care for. And sound-wise, the IR has a really big impact on how things sound. But I mean, I can get that people doesn't have like an isolated room like I do. They just go with a Dynacab, but I'm used to certain type of sound that I can get only with my IRs. IRs could be tricky, but don't be fooled by this. I'm using my own IRs because I want the responsiveness of my microphone, my cabinets and my room. But the IRs that are already in the Fractal, they are the best of the best IR that you can find. So yeah, don't be fooled by that. If you wanna go a little step further on your own sound, just contact me and we will create a patch just for you, custom made. I do these type of works, so yeah, let's work together, me and you. Another really cool amp that it's been implemented on a firmware 25 is the 5153 100-watt Stealth Blue. Maybe if I tune the guitar, everything will sound better. Yeah, it has a lot of bite and compression, like the HB Friedman, but with more bite and less mids, and is like, I really like it when I have to do some legato thing, like the Nuno legato, like, or the Crazy Train thing, and I really like it. I'm in love with my gear. The best sensation ever is when you just make an update and everything sounds better right away without spending a dime on a new gear. I mean, it's amazing. We can have the best of the best every single time with just updating what we have, and this is how I really like playing. It's without thinking technical. I just put an amp and a cab. I mean, it's just 2 blocks. It's nothing more. And I'm playing. That's what really inspires me. I'm using the 5150 with a 5150 cab, and I'm playing. Thank you to G66 and thank you to Diego. They are amazing. You cannot get Fractal products on any other distributor. So yeah, you can buy it used or you can buy it new, but I mean, it is what it is. To me, it's the best digital system. What a great time to be a guitarist, right? Today we have everything, literally everything. We have like hundreds of amps, 327 to be precise. And everything is right available with a click of a mouse. And it's amazing, don't you think? Please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel and put a thumbs up and a comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers!